A poignant chapter in royal history unfolded on the afternoon of September 15, 2025. The coffin of Katharine, Princess of Kent, draped in the resplendent folds of the royal standard, arrived at the Grand Roman Catholic edifice in a solemn procession that marked the eve of her historic funeral. Grieving Prince of Kent bows to his wife's coffin as it is carried into Westminster Cathedral ahead of royal's funeral tomorrow following her death aged 92. A grieving Prince of Kent bowed his head as his late wife's coffin was carried into Westminster Cathedral. Heartbroken Prince Edward, 89, who is now the oldest living member of the royal family, had been married to the Princess of Kent for 64 years. He paid the touching gesture as Catharine's wicker coffin was borne by soldiers of the Royal Dragoon Guards. Prince Edward was earlier supported by his daughter, Lady Helen Taylor, who walked arm in arm with her father as they arrived at Westminster Cathedral. The widower was greeted by the Dean of Westminster Cathedral, Father Slawomir Whiten, and watched from the cathedral steps as the soldiers slowly carried the coffin. The Princess of Kent was carried out of Kensington Palace for the final time tonight ahead of her funeral tomorrow. The princess, born Catherine Lucy Mary Worsley on February 22, 1933, in the idyllic surrounds of Hovingham Hall in Yorkshire, was no stranger to the public eye. The daughter of Sir William Worsley, 4th Baronet, and Joyce Morgan Brunner, she grew up in a world of privilege tempered by the rigours of post-war Britain. Educated at Queen Margaret School near York and Runton Hill School in Norfolk, Catherine displayed an early flair for music, a passion that would define much of her later life. Her marriage to Prince Edward, Prince of Kent, on June 8, 1961, at York Minster, was a fairytale affair, attended by the young Queen Elizabeth II and broadcast to millions. Together, they welcomed 3 children, George, Earl of St Andrews, Lady Helen Taylor, and Lord Nicholas Windsor, whose own conversion to Catholicism in 2001 echoed his mother's spiritual journey. Yet Catharine's path was not without its shadows. The early years of her marriage brought personal trials, including the heartbreaking loss of 2 pregnancies in the 1970s, one to stillbirth and another amid a measles outbreak. These experiences forged her resilience, leading her to step back from full-time royal duties in the 1990s to pursue a more private life. In 1994, she made headlines by converting to Roman Catholicism, a bold move for a member of the Protestant-leaning British royal family. This decision, influenced by her son Nicholas and supported by her husband, positioned her as a bridge between traditions. She became the first senior royal to convert since the 17th century, paving the way for her funeral to be a landmark event, the first Catholic royal requiem mass in over 3 centuries. Professionally, Catherine reinvented herself as a music teacher at a state primary school in Hull, where she taught under the simple moniker, Mrs. Kent, from 1993 to 2001. Her anonymity was short-lived, but her dedication endured, earning her admiration for championing music education among underprivileged children. Beyond the classroom, she was a fixture at Wimbledon, presenting trophies for over 4 decades until 2001, and lent her patronage to charities like Future Talent, which nurtures young musicians, and the Samaritans, reflecting her commitment to mental health support. Her quiet philanthropy, often conducted away from the glare of cameras, included work with UNICEF and the RNLI, embodying a modern royal ethos of service over spectacle. The arrival of her coffin at Westminster Cathedral, the largest Catholic church in England and Wales, was a fitting prelude to the requiem mass scheduled for 2 p.m. on September 16. Departing from Kensington Palace, where she passed away peacefully on September 4 at the age of 92, the cortege was met by her devoted husband, the Prince of Kent, who bowed reverently as pallbearers carried the oak casket inside. Family members, including grandchildren Lady Amelia Windsor and Lord Downpatrick, attended a private vigil, their sombre black attire a testament to the profound loss. The King, Queen, and other senior royals are expected to join the congregation for the funeral, which will blend royal pomp with Catholic liturgy, including hymns that nod to her musical legacy.